Hey, 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 what's up, FL kids? It's week 3. 1, 2, 3 of September. What the what? It's the last week of summer. Fall is officially, I almost said spring. Fall is officially coming this week. Get ready. If you haven't already, sweatshirts out, sweaters, jeans. Start getting ready to get cozy. It's going to be great. I'm excited. It's going to be good. Fall. Falling into it. Raking some leaves. Who likes to rake some leaves? Who likes to jump in the giant leaf pile? Yeah, raking's not so bad. Gives you blisters. Makes your hands nice and strong. It's good. Well, we're going to start off today because we're doing this whole block party thing. So we're going to get bumping with a serious song. Now, I'm going to say this song is not necessarily worship. I mean, yeah, because there's no singing. There's no singing involved. It's mostly a super hype dance. Some of you guys may know it, and you're going to be excited. Some of you guys may not know it, and you're going to be like, what in the world is actually happening? It's a song called The Monkey. I'm going to be having the video full screen for you so you can watch it. If you want to look for it online, it is called The Monkey. It is from Hillsong Youth. You can search it on YouTube. It is an exercise. It's a workout. It's some exercise. It's going to get your blood pumping. So feel free to get up. Moms, dads, come on. You can monkey with the kids. It's going to be good. Are you ready for it? Here we go.
Monkey. 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 Monkey.
That's the monkey, y'all. That is the monkey. I'm just saying, rinse, wash, repeat. You just have too much energy. You just need to get it out. Monkey! All right. Well, that was just to warm us up this morning. That was just to get us going. Something fun. And now it's time to get into the word. You ready to dive in? Diving in. All right, we are diving in into our story today. If you've got your Bibles, which I hope you do. Bibles! Who brought their Bibles with them today? Stop. Bible time. That's a song called Stop Hammer Time. It's from this little decade we like to call the 90s. I think it was 90s, maybe late 80s. I think 90s. It's a little fuzzy for me, those time periods. But this month we have been learning all about friendship, how there is room for everyone, that we can all be included. Who likes to be included in stuff? This girl does, that's for sure. And so we have talked about week 1, we talked all about making a good choice when you choose your friends. Remember, we learned, show me your friends and I will show you your future. I will show you your destiny, right? We learned in Proverbs that it's super important to make a wise choice with who you spend your time with. And then last week, we were back in the Old Testament and we were learning about our good buddy David and his bestie for the resty, Mr. Jonathan, and how Jonathan came in clutch. I mean, saved his life. It was amazing, right? Now, this is our week 3, and we are going to be in the book of Kings. So here is kind of the deal. We learned last week that the Israelite people said, we need a king. Send us a king. God's like, y'all, you don't need a king. And they wouldn't leave him alone. And so God's like, fine, I'll give you a king. And so we heard a little bit about the kings that they had. We heard about Saul. We heard about David. There were some other kings. And so the book of Kings, 1st and 2nd Kings, is all about the different kings who came to be. Now, some of those kings were good kings. They did good stuff. They loved God. They followed him hard. But there were a lot of stinkers. Wah, wah, wah. And so God decided he was going to send something called a prophet. Anybody know what a prophet is? A profit is money that you make off of something, but that's not what we're talking about. In biblical elements in this way, it is someone who would hear a word from God and share it with the people. Now, one of these such amazing prophets was a fella named Elijah. Elijah. Okay? Elijah. He did amazing things. I am telling you, he was like next level. Like there was a drought, okay, where it like hadn't rained for years. Elijah brought the rain. Rain. I can't think of any rain songs. That's sad. Anyway, he brought the rain. He also brought this widow's son back to life. Also pretty amazing. But you see, being a prophet was kind of a lonely work because although there were a lot of people who were stoked to hear what God had to say, there were a lot of people who were not. So he was alone a lot. He was kind of bummed out. He's like, God, I kind of wish I had a buddy. And God, being the God that he is, he listens to his people. And he said, I got someone for you. This isn't going to be confusing at all. I got a good friend. He's coming all the way from the field. Oh! And his name is Elisha. Okay, so we're talking about Elijah, right? Elijah. And the friend that God gives him, his name is Elisha. Elisha. Okay, so names very similar. It's like y'all who have family members that your names are like all very similar. You know, like it's like all similar. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but it's just like, wow, your names are all really close together. I would get that confused. I don't know. It's just me, right? Elijah and Elisha. Okay, and so Elijah went to Elisha and said, won't you be my friend? God has chosen you. He gave him his super awesome jacket, which was like, it was kind of like, you know, like when you see a doctor, they have a stethoscope. You're like, oh, that dude's a doctor. He's rocking a stethoscope. You see a guy running around in some shoulder pads and spandex pants. You're like, oh, that guy's a football player. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things you see it and you're like, I know what they do. Doesn't work for everything, but you know, there are certain professions. Well, he put his coat on him and Elisha realized, hold on, something's about to go down. My world's about to change back up the truck. And he's like, what's going on, bro? What are we doing? What's happening? What's good? And Elijah says, I want you to come with me. I want you to be my partner. I want you to come and hang with me. And Elisha said, I want to do that. I want to. So I just need a minute. I will go say goodbye to my moms and my dad. Mom and dad, bye. And then he did a really interesting thing. This is pretty weird, okay? I just got to be honest. At first, when I first read this, the very first time ever, I was like, dude, your folks might be mad about this. I'm just letting you know. They might get a little angry because he went out and he burned up his ox that he had been plowing the fields with. There was like a bunch of them. And like the yokes, like all the goods, all of it together. He was like, fire! And he's like, hey, y'all, there's a party. I just cooked up some beef for you. Have fun. I'm out of here. Get my thing and go. It's kind of crazy, but I feel like it was very symbolic. There's a lot of symbolism in there. We're not going to unpack it all right now. But he was saying goodbye to his old life, and he was walking headlong into what was to come. And that was hanging out with his new friend, Elijah. Elijah? Elisha. Okay, so now we have got, lots of things going on. There's a lot of good stuff that happens. They go on some adventures together. I mean, they do things. And Elisha is a really good encourager for Elijah. He is there to like cheerlead him on. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep running. You can do it. The crowd goes wild. Right? He does a great job of being there for his good friend. I feel like there's something climbing on me, but there's not. I feel it. It's like the breeze is moving my hair. You didn't need to know that, but just in case you thought I was losing my mind, I just feel like something's touching me. It's not. It's fine. All right, so here it goes. He hung out. He spent time with him. He learned from him. And when it was time for Elijah to go on to die and pass on to the next life, Elisha was like, I want a double portion of the anointing and the wisdom and just this connection that you had with God. It's the only thing that I want. Like Elijah, I just want to be like you, but I want to be able to do even more. That's a pretty cool thing to ask for. It's like, I admire you so much. I want to be just like you, but maybe like an extra scoop. Because what's better than a sundae? A double scoop sundae, right? And Elisha was like, I want the double scoop, double portion. And Elijah says, you're going to get it, buddy. We're going to get it, but I need you to be there when I pass on, and then you will get this amazing double portion. Now, towards the end of his life, I feel like Elijah was trying to test his friendship a little bit. He's like, hey, I'm going to go over to this place. You just stay here and hang out. And Elisha said, nope, I'm with you, buddy. Where are we going? And it was really cool. Elijah would do this thing with his jacket. He would lay it across a river, and the river would go kind of amazing. I'm just saying that would come in handy sometimes. It's like there's a lot of water down, dry land, just walk on through. I'm telling you, these guys had some cool things happening. It was good stuff. And so he was just following him wherever he could, and it was amazing. Okay, but do you want to hear the craziest part of the story? All right, this is why I love the Bible. This is literally why I love the Bible, because it is the wildest story you will ever read, ever in your life. 100%, 1000%. It's so true. In the Bible, and this is 2 Kings, this is 2:11. This story kind of jumps around in 1 Kings and 2 Kings. It's kind of it's all over the place. But here is a part. It's talking about when Elijah is heading up to heaven. Just listen to this exit, okay? It says, suddenly there appeared a chariot and horses made of fire. What? It says the chariot and horses came between the two men. So Elijah and Elisha came between the two men, and Elijah went up to heaven in a strong wind. Did you catch that? A chariot and horses of fire. This is fire fingers in case you didn't know what that was. Fire carried Elijah up to heaven. Holy moly. I may need to reevaluate what I want like my funeral to look like because that's pretty awesome. I'm just saying. Pretty cool. That's like an exit. That's like, bye y'all, I'm out. Flames, wind, up in the air. Incredible. It's a moment for sure. I'm telling you, it's a moment that I'm sure Elisha will never forget. Now, as he looks down, he sees Elijah's coat is laying there in the dirt. He's like, okay, I was present and accounted for when he went up. That was the thing. He said that was like the caveat for me to get the awesome power that he had. So he gets the coat. He walks over to the river, rolls up the coat, goes, whoop-ha! Just like Elijah did. And what happened? Water, dry land, walks across. It was amazing. People saw it and they understood this now is the prophet that we can look to. This now is a man that we can go to and we can trust. He is a prophet and is as anointed as Elijah was. Pretty stinking awesome. Here's what I love about the story, guys, is that Elijah was lonely and he asked for a friend and God delivered. He delivered someone who was going to be with him through everything, who was going to encourage him, who was going to cheer him on. And that is an amazing thing. And so here's the deal. Here's kind of the bottom line for this, because this is the thing that I want you guys to just pop into your head, lock it in. Friends encourage each other. Friends encourage each other. If you are not a good, encouraging friend, you need to reevaluate what you're doing with your life. If the people in your life who are your friends are not good at encouraging you, you might need to say, pause on that. I don't know about you. I need people who are going to bring me some positivity in my life. Friends encourage each other. They help you be better. They help you be stronger and smarter and just improve all the things of your life. That is what good friends do. That is what they bring to the table. You hear me, y'all? So hopefully that story of Elijah and Elisha wasn't too confusing with their names being very similar. Very similar. That would be like, I've got a story today for you about a girl named Valerie and a girl named Mallory. Kind of the same. Janine and Jolene. Scott and Scotty. Scotty! Right? It's a little tricky, but I think you guys got it. Elijah and Elisha. Elijah and Elisha. Two great friends, a great example in the Bible of how we can be too. Now, kids, we are coming down to it. This is week 3. Next week is week 4. We are doing our Bible verse challenge. If you know the memory verse, 1, get you to church. If you get yourself to church on Sunday and you tell me the memory verse, you're going to get a bomb brownie. That's right. That is brownie, toasted marshmallow, melted chocolate with Rice Krispies on top. It is like a party in your mouth. I felt like it was appropriate because we're having Block Party Month, right? Party in your mouth. Amazing goodness. If y'all are not able to get back to church, not quite ready, it's just a lot, you're just not sure, it's just not ready yet, if you send me your Bible verse, you post it, you email it to me, you text it to me, you get it to me somehow, or one of the other leaders, and you can't come yet, and you are within my driving radius, so that is for Christiana, Coatesville, and like the Quarryville campuses. For these campuses, I'm sure Miss Mackenzie is gonna, if she needs to, she will bring something out to y'all as well. But we will bring it to you and drop it off on Monday, okay? So you won't get it Sunday because I'm not driving all over the place on Sunday, but Monday, it'll get dropped at your house as a good job, high five, way to go, for y'all if you know your verse. So get to learning. Here it is one last time. It's going to be on the Facebook page too. You can look at it. What? Can you see? A friend loves at all times. They are there. They are there to help when trouble comes. Wow, I have a hard time reading that upside down. They are there to help when trouble comes. Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. Learn it, memorize it, commit it to your brain. Get ready to say it to me or one of the other leaders on Sunday morning. Bomb brownie coming at your face. If you have to do it online, post it up. We'll get it to you. We'll figure it out. And if we can't get you an actual brownie, we'll get you something delicious, I promise. It was so good hanging out again this week, guys. Hopefully you have an amazing week. We'll catch you back next week, next Sunday, week 4, wrapping up the block party. It's going to be lit. It's going to be amazing. It's going to actually be a party. So get yourself to church if you can, y'all. We love you so much, and we hope that you have an amazing and incredible week.